Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And oh, child, we about to get into somebody's business today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift. Good evening to my international family. What's up to everybody who's watching behind the scenes on TikTok today? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, go ahead and drop a star in the chat. If you're a returning friend, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We love to recognize all of our new folks that's over here in the sea dealing with us, allowing us into your personal spaces. We say welcome, 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 welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today's agenda consists of a brief energy cleanse, which is a brief meditation and sound bowl cleansing, followed by some divine insights and which could be a divine download or earworm. Today I got an earworm, okay? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll also get into this overall energy reading, which consists of some insights and some observations, followed by the tarot card reading, and we'll close this out, all right? So this is an interactive experience, y'all, and y'all participation is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, I need you to find those scrub brush emojis. Go ahead and find those scrub brush emojis, because some of y'all been up all night. Some of y'all been tossing and turning. Some of you have been at work all night dealing with other people and they stinking attitudes. Some of y'all just getting up for the day. Regardless of wherever you are, or some of you may be getting ready to go to bed. I don't know. But wherever you are in the world, we say welcome. And the only way to put ourselves into a position to receive what is being said is to cleanse up our energy, okay? So if you're ready to get into this reading, I need to see those scrub brushes in the chat. I need to see those scrub brushes in the chat, because, child, it is time for us to get into this reading. All right, here we go. Before we move forward, it's important that we just take a second to level set and ground ourselves. And the simplest way of doing this is to cleanse our energy through breath work and sound. What we'll do is we'll take in a couple of deep breaths, 3. We'll hold it and exhale slowly. With each inhale, we want to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we want to be able to release any tension or distractions, okay? So we're going to do this 3 times, all right? Here we go. Ooh, it always feels so good to me, okay? Now we want to clear up any stagnant and energy that may be remaining and just bring us into one, okay? And we're going to do that with sound. So we got our girl Boo Boo here. We're going to do a sound bowl cleanse. Here we go. Most importantly, allow this message to resonate with those who are meant to be here today, and for those who are meant to hear this message in the future. Amen, 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 amen. Listen, y'all, if y'all ready for some fun, safe, interactive, but honest conversations, remember, this is a safe space. Your honesty and your transparency is appreciated. Ain't nobody judging you, boo. We all been a fool in love, and today just may be your turn. So get ready for an engaging and dynamic time. And if you're ready to get into this reading, I need to see those cooking emotions. Put your emotions, emojis. Put your favorite food in there that you like to cook. I like the little scrambled eggs because I feel like it's early in the morning. It's breakfast hours. But for somebody, this is lunchtime. All right. So here we go. I want you to put your favorite cooking emoji down in the chat because it is time for us to get into this reading. It is time for us to get into this reading. All right, here we go. Now, each day before I do a reading, I always take a minute to reflect upon the immediate energies that Spirit is sharing to me, whether it is a divine message or an earworm. And honestly, last night, I woke up about 11 o'clock at night after I had just went to bed, which is crazy. But anyway, and I started to hear this album being played in my ear. Like, it's crazy how these earworms work. Because I wasn't trying to be awake, first of all. And it was like, as soon as my eyes opened, I heard this album. And so this song was probably undeniably one of the most slept on albums of all time, despite having the biggest hit that it had on it. Okay. This was undeniably, for this artist to be the artist that it is, this was undeniably one of the most slept on albums of this person's career. And I bet you if anything ever happens to this person, this album is going to make a resurgence because that's how tight this album was cultivated from a creativity standpoint, right? For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Mariah Carey's 2009 album, Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. Okay. The song that I am hearing this morning is Inseparable. Okay. Inseparable. All right. The part that I'm hearing is verse 1. Okay. Lost without my other half. How can I live without you? I don't want another. That's why I messed up about you. Can't even dream without seeing you. Why should I even try to breathe? And everything is off without you. Guess it's all my fault. Lady sings the blues. No one can deny it. We were flying like united. Thought we'd never be divided because the love we had inside of us was inseparable. Okay. Now, I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is you feeling this way. I don't know if your person is feeling this way. But the part that I really want to draw your attention to is the no one can deny it. We were flying like united. Thought we'd never be divided because the love we had inside of us was inseparable. Okay. Somebody's feeling a little bit off. And for those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, we've been talking about this for like the last couple of weeks, but I've been warning you guys since the beginning of March about the 2 retrogrades that are still going on right now, which is the Venus and Mercury retrograde. Both of them are together going retrograde. And I feel like a lot of relationships may have been going rogue within the last couple of weeks. And people that were in these low vibrational karmic situations were starting to wake up, like the veil has been lifted. And people are at this point where it's like, oh, this ain't really the relationship that I thought it was. And people are starting to walk away. And that has been coming up the whole entire month in each and every one of these collective readings. So the question then becomes, what you gonna do if this is your business? All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need y'all to put those tea kettles in the chat. Put those tea kettles in the chat because I want to know who thought that they were inseparable from the person that they were with. And now all of a sudden things ain't all hunky dory. Who is that? Y'all on the edge of breaking up? You broke up with your boo? Let's do a poll. If you broke up with your boo recently, or thinking about breaking up with your boo, can you just raise your hand in the chat? Just raise your hand in the chat. Child. We grown folks. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What we got a lie for? All right, here we go, y'all. Let's get into this reading. Let me see those tea kettles. All right, here we go. Now, when understanding energy, it's important to know that spirit talks to us in abundant ways. Sometimes it's through signs, miracles, wonders, conversations, coincidences, numbers, all of that, right? Spirit has a way of communicating with us, and sometimes it's up to us to decide whether or not we're going to listen, and a lot of times we busy ourselves with work and activities and friends and conversations and social media. Like, we sometimes are so all over the place that even if spirit was trying to get to us and talk to us, we just are not in a position of receiving, right? We just can't see it. We can't hear it. None of that stuff, right? So it's important to know that you have to be vigilant, right? You have to be vigilant. Sometimes it comes out through conversations, questions. I mean, just a plethora of different things, right? But it's important to know that when understanding energy, that's how it could come to you, right? All right. So the overall energy reading for today is what? Okay, a sacred reference. Somebody, either you or your person, could be either a earth or a air sign. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is with this sacred reference card. Okay. You have a hand here made with earth. You have a heart in the middle with a lock, and then you have a key. You also have clouds all around this card. There are nothing but stars here, right? And whenever you see stars in tarot, that typically represents faith, compassion, peace, like a humility, like a genuineness, right? A sincerity, like a connection with spirit, okay? So this may be, and I hate to bring this up early on, but I will be remiss and it will be irresponsible of me to not acknowledge this could be a twin flame situation. Because when I think about the sacred reference, right, especially as we look at that white lights behind it, this could be a relationship that was divinely orchestrated. Okay, this could have been a relationship that was divinely orchestrated. And it could be one of those instances where, this was a spiritual connection. This could be a twin flame connection. And when you talk about the locks and when you talk about the keys, okay, this is about wisdom and insight. So you have the heart, you have the hand heart, but then you also have the heart up here with the lock, and then you have the key hanging down. Okay, so it could be a disconnect in a relationship at this point in time. It could absolutely be a disconnect. One person don't know what to do. Okay. I got your heart in my hand, but then I'm over here still making hand hearts. Like, how does that work? How does that work? Now, the truth that we have right now to hear for our journey. What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? I always err on the side of caution when we talk about generic twin flame situations. And the reason why is because I feel like pop culture has romanticized the narrative of twin flames to where everybody thinks that they have one, you can pick one and all that other foolishness, which is just not true. Okay. You cannot pick your twin flame. It is not as romantic as people like to make it seem to be. It's a very painful, dark, hard experience. If you've gone through that, and a lot of people have made the decision just to walk away, but it really depends on where you are on your journey, on your human experience. It's an individual thing, right? Nobody can ever tell you. We can only just describe symptoms and tell you, like, from that perspective, like things that we've gone through, things that you had to learn. But it definitely is giving me, the twin flame thing with the sacred reference, right? Okay. Because when you think about the word sacred and you think about the word reference, that means there should be a respect on this. That speaks to some type of spiritual connection. Okay. High level, 5D and above spiritual connection. Okay. And if you don't know, don't worry about it. All right. Now, I'm just going to keep it simple. Bless your heart. You are, keep it that way, boo. Because the more you start learning about it, the more you just start going down this rabbit hole, and then you start justifying toxic relationships because you think that's what it is, and it's not. And we have normalized toxicity in relationships so much so that everybody's on the lookout for a toxic relationship thinking it's normal. It's not normal. It's not normal, folks. All right. So anyway, here we go. This is about balance. Okay, this is about balance. All right. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So this very much so could be a twin flame situation. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when you're dealing with twins, it is about balance. It is about learning the lessons, and it is about learning the self-love. Self-love. Heavy focus on self-love. There are lessons to be learned. And when you're on a true twin flame journey, this person brings out the best and the worst in you so that you can learn from your lessons, right? So that you can learn how to evolve on your human experience. Okay, like this is what this is about, right? But let's be clear. I would be remiss if I didn't share this. Not everybody is going to meet their twin in this lifetime, first and foremost. Secondly, just because you are in this lifetime and you met this person doesn't mean that you're meant to be with this person, because it's a journey. It's a journey. It's an experience. And that's what pisses me off about the pop culture when we go around here romanticizing things, making people live these illusions like you get to pick and choose. Like, child, please, if you've ever been through this with your twin flame, oh my Lord. My twin flame, I wanted to throw in a dumpster and set it on fire. If I seen that man on the street right now, I would just keep on walking.
To say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, so it could be one of those situations. All right. Now I want to keep it general, but it could be. Okay, it could be. Now, oracles of the hidden realms. What message do you have for us today? What messages do you have for us today? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Baby boy, baby girl, one man, woman, cat, and dog. Why did it just occur to me? This is definitely a twin flame situation. Oh my God. The earworm of the day is inseparable. Like, how can I not put those two together? Okay, lost without my other half. How can I live without you? I don't want another. That's why I messed up about you. Can't even dream without seeing you. That's true. Why would I even try to breathe if everything is off without you? Guess it's all my fault, lady. Sings the blues. No one can deny it. We were flying like united. Thought we'd never be divided because the love we had inside of us was inseparable. How on earth did I miss that clue?
Hello.
All right, here we go. Okay. Order in the forest. Okay, so this is about cleansing, releasing resentments, and making amends. Okay, so maybe you or your person, okay, if you are in this twin flame situation, okay, if you are in this twin flame situation, you may have had to take a break. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I was one of those people where I had to take a break. It got to be too much. And I was just like, I'm done. I did a full core cutting. Okay. I was like, I don't care what y'all say, even though it is highly advised that you don't do that. I'm going to tell you, you have to do what works best for you. Okay. You're going to have to do what works best for you. And for me, that was my solve for everything. Okay. And I will tell you, since I did the cord cutting ceremony, I feel so much better as a person. Okay. So but the goal of me doing that was to cleanse, release resentments. Now, I didn't say I was going to make amends, but that was the point. Okay. And when we look at the colors, oh my God, if spirit don't stop coming in today with this nonsense, look at this card, y'all. Look at this card. What do you pick up about this card? Now, I know y'all ain't going to get it right away because you probably are not tuned in, turned on, paying attention, you know, all of those different things. Two things stands out about this card. Number one, the card number is 11. The card number is 11. Okay? Y'all know what 11 means? It represents two people. Number 2, green represents the heart chakra. Okay? Green represents the heart chakra. All right? So, with that being said, there was something that needed to take place that was going to invite balance. Okay? It was going to invite balance to this connection. All right? It needed to happen. Their heart needed to be clean. Your heart needed to be clean. Okay, there needed to be a cleansing. There may have been a lot of anger and resentment, because remember what I told you, twin flame connections are very, very painful. Very painful. And it creates a lot of anxiety. It creates a lot of grief. It can make you very depressed, because when you're in these connections with people, the one thing that works for you is the one thing that you learn to despise, right? You can have the connections with these individuals where you feel like y'all so like inseparable. Like you are them, they are you. Y'all get along, everything is well, everything is great. But the same things that you like about them is the same things you hate about them. And you just be like, what in the world is going on here? Like, why can't we get it right? All right. So here we go. What is the undercurrent here? What is the undercurrent here? Okay. Mermaid's mirror. Your twin flame is a reflection of you. Okay. Your twin flame is a reflection of you. That's why you can't go around and curse them, because they are a reflection of you. You are them and they are you, okay? Mermaid's mirror. Remember that you are a co-creator of your reality and that your thoughts and intentions have power to shape your destiny, okay? Without even reading that, I literally just said that. You can't curse them because they are you and you are a reflection of them, which is why when you get into these connections, if you do any research on twin flames, the first thing that they tell you is it's about you learning lessons. That's the first thing that they tell you. It's about you learning how to love yourself, how to work on yourself, how to improve and empower yourself. That's one of the first things that they tell you. Now, that's often the most glossed over piece of it, because you just be so in love with this person because they are a reflection of you. They are the epitome of a soulmate. Right? They are an epitome of a soulmate. So when you come across this person, you be all in love with the warm and the fuzzies. Like you can't get enough of them. Like you may be thinking it, they say it. They say it, you think it. I mean, it's all of that. And it's blissful until it's not. And when it's not, you just want to throw them away. But you can't. You are them and they are you. Okay? Now, Spirit, how is this showing up in our day-to-day lives? Woo-wee. Now, if you don't have the twin flame experience, this could be about a soulmate. Okay? A deep soulmate. Now, someone probably is saying, well, what's the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame? Well, in a high level summation, a twin flame is the exact split of who you are in the soul. So every spirit that is here has a masculine and feminine energy. And in a twin flame, one is the yin, the other is the yang. Okay. The masculine and the feminine. All right. That's how that goes. But you're still half of a soulmate, because literally you're one soul split into two people, but you're two different wholes. Okay. So in a simplified way, just think about it like that. All right. Now, make a wish. Make a wish. Somebody might have been manifesting. Now, if you've been split from this person for a while, okay, if you've been away from this person could be trying to will you back in. Now, one of the gifts of being in a twin flame situation is that many of you experience telepathic communication. And if you've experienced that, child, let me tell you, it would drive you nuts. Okay. It would drive you nuts. I had to just tell him to shut up talking to me And I remember one day I was so engulfed in anger and resentment because it was driving me nuts. Okay. It was driving me nuts. So with the Make-A-Wish card, I feel like, and let me just bring this out to your attention too. I feel as though this person has heavy earth energy because the tattoo that's on her arm is like a little, looks like rosemary or something like that on her arm. But then I'm also paying attention to the leaves on her head too. Okay. So when we talk about this could represent growth, stability, and protection. That can represent that tree-like energy. Okay. Plant-like energy. All right. Now, as we shift to personal insights, okay, and look at the potential parties that are involved, please remember to focus on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If what I'm saying in this particular moment don't apply to you, you don't have to announce it, okay? Just keep it to yourself because I might not be talking to you. Stop trying to make everything be about you. You would never go to the store and buy a pair of shoes that don't fit and walk out with them, right? So don't try to make the story fit. It just might not be for you. But the message will resonate with who it needs to resonate with, okay? So there's some type of soulmate connection that you thought you was inseparable from, and somebody got to the point to where they was like, ooh, no. Somebody had to get to the point where they was like, I'm good. Pump your brakes, all right? So a fire sign could be here. A third party fire sign could be here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Any Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the building? If you are a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, go ahead and put those fire signs in the chat. You could be a third party, boo. All right. What is going on here? And when we say third party, it don't automatically mean, it doesn't always mean sexual, right? It could be somebody in somebody's ear. It could be another person, you know, like that type of situation. But we'll find out more as we go. Oh my goodness. All these cards want to come flying out. All right. Too many messages. The cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, purification. Again, earth sign energy represented on this card, okay? So this is the second time this morning that this is about cleansing. This is about purification. This is about ridding those things that no longer serve you, okay? There was definitely some type of release. And really, to be truthful with you, that was really the goal of this whole entire retrograde. Remember, I said that in the beginning of this reading. For those of you who were here and you heard me when I say it, put an ear in the chat if you heard me say that. I literally said in the beginning of this reading that a lot of people broke up with their people during this time because it was about them releasing the negativity, releasing the things that are no longer serving you. Okay? I definitely said it. If you don't believe me, run it back. All right? Now, what is the T here, Spirit? Listen, this ain't funny, but it is. Somebody feels haunted. They have memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects.
Bombacat!
They thought they was going to move on without you. Child, they thought they wasn't going to miss this. They said, oh, I can do bad all by myself. I don't got to have you in my life. I can replace you with somebody else.
Goodbye.
Little did they know. What the girl say in the song? What the girl say? Lost without my other half. How can I live without you? I don't want another. That's why I'm messed up about you. Can't even dream without seeing you. Why should I even try to breathe? And everything is off without you. Guess it's all my fault. Lady sings the blues. No one can deny it. We were flying like united. Thought we'd never be divided because the love we had inside of us was inseparable. So you just thought you was going to take this person for granted. That's what we saying? That's what we agreeing? Child, look at you thinking that you was gonna be able to move on without me, and then here I come. If you just broke up with somebody and you thought that they was gonna move on without you, I want you to put the clown emoji in the chat. Put the clown emoji in the chat. Like, look at you thinking you was gonna live without me. I'm glad you thought strong, because you loud and wrong.
Accusation. False accusation.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you, baby. I'm just trying to tell you. All right, what lies beneath this, Spirit? Okay. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. Okay. So somebody definitely walked away. Somebody said, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. So you got one person who made the decision that they were going to walk away from this. They're like, yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm cleansing my energy up. I'm going to be good without you. I see this ain't going nowhere. I got to choose my mental health, my emotional health, my spiritual health, my overall physical health. I got to choose me over you. And somebody was over here making a mockery about it. Like, yeah, sounds good. Only until it didn't. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Just when you thought you was moving away from me, Spirit said,
bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
All right. So you may have blocked this person. If you're the one who moved away from this person, you may have blocked this person. I hate to break it to you. You got a lot of unknown callers coming through. Somebody stalking you, hanging up, unknown numbers. Get ready. Baby, they tried calling you. They couldn't get through. They called you, child. They've been trying to get through. And all of a sudden, every time they call you, they keep getting that dial tone, that busy signal. You know how I go, that off the hook number because they blocked. They over here like, what is happening? How come I can't get through? Baby, they are star 6, 7 in you. Star 6, 7 in you. They sure are. They are star 6, 7 in you. They are going to get through to you one way or the other. So they may be stalking you, calling you, hanging up, calling from unknown numbers. You know, they may also, if you check your voicemail for once, you probably got a whole bunch of voicemails from this person too.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m. End of message. To delete this message, press 7.
Okay? I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to prepare you. What's the true emotion behind all of this, Spirit? Somebody is like, I promise you, I'm picking up on somebody's energy. Somebody over here is really just like,
you shouldn't have been talking shit.
Somebody is taunting somebody else about this, okay? I'm laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's funny. That's all I can tell you. I'm laughing because it's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. What is the true emotion here, Spirit? What is the true emotion behind all this? I'm laughing because I feel like there was emotional pleas being made to this person well before now. You've tried to facilitate the conversations. You tried to get the understanding. You've tried to level set with them. You've tried. And every time you tried to have these conversations with them, I feel like you were being met with resistance. And I feel like they never wanted to talk about it. They never addressed the issues. They took you for granted. They just shut down. And it just got to the point to where you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And now that you've gotten sick and tired of being sick and tired and you have walked on with your life and you doing you, here they come. Under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time is running out. Okay? They thought they was going to move on without you. Boy, were they wrong. They were so wrong. Okay? But I feel like the person who was under anxiety was really the person who's going through this release. Okay? The person who said, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. What's the true crime here, Spirit? I feel like I'm going to reorder these people, but I feel like the person who walked away was the one who had to make the painful decision. Like they were really under pressure. I feel like, again, it's literally what I just said. It's literally what I just said. You were trying to level set, trying to get clarity and understanding, inviting this person to have conversations, looking to exchange ideas, wanting to improve the quality of the relationship. And this person met you with resistance. They didn't feel like they needed to open up. They didn't feel like they needed to talk to you. And this gave you anxiety because it was like, am I reading the room wrong? Like, what is happening here? I mean, and if you really think about it, it got very scary because you have one person, and this is how these twin flame situations always work anyway. One person is woke. Usually the feminine energy of the twin flame is already woke and attuned into what's going on with their connection. The masculine is always delayed. Okay. Usually when you talk to people, and it doesn't matter what you are in this physical body, you could be a male with feminine energy. Okay. And she could be a female with masculine energy. Right. But the point is that it's usually the feminine energy that's woke first. Okay. The feminine twin is woke first. All right. And so if you are coming from that space, that makes you feel very, very, very crazy. That makes you feel insane. It makes you feel insane because as you are going through this, you're like, why am I having feelings for somebody that doesn't even acknowledge me in the same way that I'm thinking about them? And it's very scary. What the hell going on? You understand? That's really what it is, right? So when we look at the true crime here, what is the true crime here? But what's crazy is this person knows. They know. All right. Caregiver. Okay. Caregiver. I'm not sure exactly how this plays into here for right now. So I'm just going to set that to a side right now. The caregiver. Let me keep noodling on that. The caregiver. You have one that's always going to take care of the other one because you're recognizing and acknowledging your feelings, right? All right. So now, what is the yin and the yang? What is the yin and the yang? What is the yin and the yang here? The past suffering, past affecting the present, lack, betrayal, victim, let the past go. So they're definitely being haunted by you. Okay, they are definitely being haunted by you. All right. This mother trucker over here thought that they was going to move on without you. They thought they was just going to gloss over this. They thought they was just going to move on with their life and act like nothing never happened. They thought they were going to steamroll you and just move on like nothing never happened. Newsflash, boo. I'm unforgettable. Just when you thought you was going to live your life without me, here I come. I'm infiltrating your dreams. Okay? You seeing me places. You running into me places. Places you thought you wouldn't see me. Now you seeing me. You hearing my voice. You smelling my perfume. You smelling that cologne. I mean, you got the energies going. Okay? If you know you that girl or you know you that dude, I want you to write down in the chat, I'm unforgettable. Period. I'm unforgettable. I'm irreplaceable and I'm unforgivable. Unforgettable. Child, look at here. We got the Ace of Diamonds in the house with the sun energy. When I tell you, May I have your attention, please? That's what that's giving. There was something that happened. There was a shift that happened that caused this person to wake up and smell the coffee and caused this person to realize this ain't something you can just ignore. This ain't something you can just put aside. Don't go fumbling your blessings, okay? But this definitely drew attention. Whatever this person thought they was going to get away with, child, you ain't going nowhere. What is blocking this relationship, Spirit? What is blocking this relationship? Child. I want to know who business we finna get into. Y'all ready to know who business we finna get into? I'm gonna try to put those magnifying glasses in the chat because it's almost that time to figure out who are we talking about here. Too busy. You use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for your partner. So remember when I said in the beginning of this reading, for those of y'all that's been here, I said we busy ourselves. Remember we was talking about, remember we was talking about busyness? Y'all been busying yourselves, trying to act like ain't nothing going on. Okay? Trying to distract yourself, trying to act like nothing's happening. But on the outside, that looks good. But on the inside, you breaking down.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
They're really trying to figure out, like, how did I end up in this situation? Because they weren't privy to what was going on. They weren't privy. They weren't paying attention. Is it love in this connection, Spirit? Ooh, child. Oh, my Lord. When I tell you, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all be prepared, okay? Be prepared. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I am shy about opening them up. This is what they're feeling in secret. Just when I told y'all that they thought they was going to move on without you. Baby, here it is. They can't. This is why they're being haunted. This is why they're being tormented. This is why they're trying to busy themselves. They're trying to distract themselves from having to tuck their tail, pick up the phone, and call you. and tell you, which is probably why they've been calling you private, because they need to have this conversation. They need to have this conversation. They need to come forth. They need to, their spirit ain't going to let them be quiet and let this go. Look at you, looking over there at the phone. Look at you, over there looking at the phone like,
Oh, hell no.
All right, let's look at these cards real quick. All right, so person A is the person who walked away. Person A was under a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, needed to make the decisions, okay? They felt like time was running out. They couldn't take any more mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. They're the ones who went through the cleanse. They're the ones who went through this detox. They went through the purification, okay? They're the ones who got rid of the negativity, all right? They're the ones who said, you know what, maybe this just ain't for me. Maybe this ain't what I thought it was. Maybe it ain't the twin flame situation. Maybe I read the leaves wrong. Maybe the readings was wrong. Maybe everything about life was wrong, okay? But this is outdated, and I'm no longer going to subject myself to this toxicity, all right? That's what it is, all right? They also may be the person who is busy in themselves, okay? Trying to make sure that they're not going to put themselves in a situation, because perhaps once you've been into these connections where you have realized that you have come into this space of, you know, once you have that connection with somebody, it's kind of hard to get back out there and start dating. Let's be honest, because nobody gives you that same, now that you've experienced it, you're like, ooh, I ain't never seen this before. I ain't never seen this before. And now that you've experienced, you're like, yeah, this is cute. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You like that Whitney Houston meme. Ha ha ha. Okay, like this is cute. Ha. You know what I mean? But you don't want to do it anymore. And I do feel like this is about you releasing the past, right? Okay, you releasing the past, saying, you know, I'm not going to allow my past to affect my present. I'm going to put myself back out there. I'm not lacking anything. I'm not a victim. You know, I got to let this past go. All right. So if you are identifying with person A right now, I want you to put the white heart in the chat. Put a white heart in the chat. If you resonate with person A right now, put a white heart in the chat. Now, person B. Person B could have always had this third party fire sign in a way. You know what I mean? So, you know, somebody always got somebody in the back pocket, especially these earth signs. If this is truly an earth sign, we'll find out here in a second. But this person came to the realization, all right? They came to the realization that it's time for them to reimagine what they're imagining their life to be like. And now that they've had some time, some space between the two, they realize that you add more value than what they really thought you added in the beginning, which is sucks for them, right? Because like you should have always seen it. And I think that they did always see and acknowledge your worth. I think that they were just scared of the connection. Again, the masculine energy of this is usually the delayed energy in all of this. Also, I think it took them some time to really see the bigger picture here, okay? But now that they know this about you, I do feel like they have been awakened. They've been haunted with the memories. They're traumatized and with the flashbacks, okay? Like they just can't let you go. You may be in their dreams, okay? They may be seeing you places or thinking that they're seeing you. They may be seeing all of these numbers and signs and wonders like the 222s and the 333s and the 444s and the 111s. You know, you get what I'm saying. This person knows that they have really pissed you off and they can't really come directly to you. So that this is why they may be calling you private right now, doing a whole lot of just being childish, okay? But it's because they did it to themselves, right? But they're reaching out because they also need to confront their feelings and their emotions. It's so much that they want to tell you about how they feel about you, okay? But they can't get through. And it's funny because in the earworm, that's the chorus. I never read the chorus of the song, but the chorus goes, call my phone, baby, call my phone. I've been waiting to hear your ringtone. Okay, that's the whole chorus. Well, that's the intro to the song, right? Now, if you are resonating with person B, okay, I want you to put in a red heart in the chat. If you know you've been missing somebody, you loving on this person, like you really want to hear from this person, but this person ain't reached out, can you put a red heart in the chat? Y'all, if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put those magnifying glasses in the chat. Put those magnifying glasses, because child, it's time for us to get into this business. Whose business is this? Remember, y'all, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So if you are ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put those magnifying glasses in the chat. Put those magnifying glasses in the chat. Child, we listen, we don't judge, but we sure finna get messy. We sure finna dig in, double click in your business. Get some insights and come on out. All right, y'all ready to get into this? Here we go. Now, I just cut this deck and look what's here, the Three of Swords. It was definitely a third party person here. Ooh, child. Yeah, it was definitely a third party person here, which is probably what made the anxiety or the pressure, you know, because you felt like they was putting preferential treatment over somebody else. But the Three of Swords represents heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, and depression. Whose business is this, Spirit? Whose business is this? Whose business is this? Who is person A in all of this? All right, person A is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you or your person is a water sign and or has water placements, this is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I need you to go ahead and put the water signs in the chat. If you or your person is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you are coming in today as the Chariot in reverse. This is about self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, and carelessness. Okay? I want to put an emphasis on arrogance, aggression, arrogance, and carelessness. And I also want to put an emphasis on self-discipline, because I feel like because you started to choose yourself and to love yourself more, your self-esteem started to inflate, right? It's like, what? Remember what I said? How you gonna forget about me? Whatever it was that I said in the beginning, right? When we started pulling these cards, I was like, how you gonna replace me? Right? How you gonna live without me? How you gonna forget me? How you gonna act like I don't exist? Like what? I feel like this is your confidence being inflated, right? And it's good for you because you lost all of this confidence dealing with this person. And when you sacrifice your self-esteem for the betterment of a relationship, because see, that's what happens. People in these toxic situations, y'all, they will gaslight you. They will triangulate you against somebody else. In this case, it could be this third person. They can manipulate you. They can do all of these negative things to try to break you down and to make you feel as though you're nothing and you're nobody and you can't go nowhere. And this is what creates that anxiety, because you be over here like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like what is happening? Like I've never been rejected like this by a person. It can cause you to question your sanity. And I feel like at this point, you've gotten to the point where it's like, oh, I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. And I know I ain't gonna stay around here with you.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Now, person B in all of this is coming in as an air sign with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in as the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is lesser of two evils. No right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. Okay, so if you or your person is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, go ahead and put the clouds in the chat. Clouds in the chat. So we got a water sign and an air sign. Bless your heart. I don't even know how y'all even got along all this time. Okay, so if you or your person is a water or a air sign, go ahead and represent your signs, your elements in the chat. Okay, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a weird connection between a Pisces and a Libra, a Gemini and a Scorpio, Aquarius and a Cancer. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's beyond me. Because when you think about it from an elemental standpoint, you got wet and cool, cold and wet. Like it's too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Water comes with air comes with water, makes a hurricane. You know, it's too much. It's too much. All right, y'all, I'm tired of rambling. If y'all ready to get into this reading, go ahead and put the coffee cups, your tea kettles, whatever beverage you're drinking, your coffee, your vodka, your water bottles, whatever you're drinking, go ahead and put your favorite beverage in the chat right now, because it's time for us to get into this tarot reading. And somebody gonna need a drink after this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody gonna need a drink, child. Here we go. Who my lamb. They're definitely confused. This is why they have to pick up the phone and call you. Person B is confused. All right. Spirit, what is going on between my water and my air signs? Water and air signs. Water and air signs. First of all, I just got hot out of nowhere. Okay, I just got hot out of nowhere. Now, we got the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Page of Cups in reverse. There was a conversation that was had at some point. I'm not going to say when, only you know your situation. But there was a conversation had at some point, which encapsulates what I've been saying all this time. That is, person A got tired of dealing with the shenanigans. They got to the point where they were trying to have a conversation with you because they were just tired of being disillusioned and disempowered and feeling weakened and feeling as though they didn't have control over their own life and over their own destiny. They were feeling like, you know, they were in captivity to something that they didn't understand, in which you are. If this is truly a twin flame situation or a deep soulmate situation, it will create that type of, you know, confusion, right? How is it that when I'm with you, I feel so amazing? I feel so alive. I feel so empowered. I feel so connected to you. And then when I'm not with you, I feel so alone. I feel so isolated. It feels so confusing and perplexing. And I'm not saying that that was the conversation at hand, but specifically, I feel like you approached this conversation with the intent of trying to pour out your feelings in your heart with this person and try to get some type of clarity and some type of understanding, only for this person to be looking at you like you was crazy. And it feels like they didn't take you serious. They were just like blowing you off. They definitely dismissed you.
What do you mean by that?
And this was very devastating because this was not the response that you wanted to hear. Okay, this was not the response that you wanted to hear. And you were just like, you know what? I tried. I'm going to release it. I'm going to throw my hands up and I'm going to move on with my life. Okay? And it is what it is, but you can never say that I didn't try. Okay? So if you are resonating with person A right now, can you go ahead and give me the hallelujah hands? If you release this connection, go ahead and give me the hallelujah hands in the chat. All right. Now, person B, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming in right now as the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. They over here looking at all the things that they've been doing with their lives. They're looking at everything that they've been doing, and they're confused, right? If you look at how his facial expression is, he's looking like, I've been doing all this work. I've been focusing on all of these different things, but yet he's not even paying attention to the one that he got over here, right? Again, a lot of earth energy, a lot of leaves, right? So he's over here thinking upon his actions and his behaviors. He's over here reflecting, okay? And it's just like, how is it that I can meet all these different beautiful women, all these different people, get all of these different things, but I can't get rid of this other person that keeps popping up in my dreams? You stay on my mind. Like, what is happening? They can't, it's so confusing for them. Because they're like, it doesn't make any sense. I can have anybody that I want, but I don't want them. The person that I am most connected to, I don't even communicate with.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Yeah.
So let's be honest. If you're in a confused state, if you're aligning with person B, and it's like, maybe I should have this conversation with this person. Maybe I should reach out. Maybe I should try to repair the damage that has been done in this relationship. Maybe I should pick up the phone and call. If you are resonating with person B in all of this, I want you to give me the light bulb. If you had a revelation about this situation, I want you to give me the light bulb, because I feel like you finally got the epiphany that maybe you should give this person a real look. Maybe you should give this person a real chance. Give me the light bulb in the chat. Oop, I forgot to do the soul whisper today. We'll be all right. Now, what is favorable, most favorable about this? Well, 2 cards is flipping over. This is a newer deck, y'all, so y'all got to be patient with me. 2 cards just came out. See? They got the revelation that you were a soulmate. They got the revelation that you were the yin to their yang, that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. They got that revelation, which is why they're trying to come towards you and open up. Okay? That's why they're trying to open up, come to you. And here it is again with this 2 of Swords. They don't know how. They don't know how. They have damaged and destroyed this relationship and this connection so much so that now that they need to come forward, now that they need to have this conversation with you and try to explain themselves, now that they're trying to fix the situation, they know good and damn well they can't, because they've been over here dogging you out and treating you like poop the whole time. Over here just breaking your heart, and now they try to pick up the phone trying to apologize. And how do you fix? Like, you can't undo what has been said. You can't unsay words that has been said. You can't undo damage that has been done.
I want to apologize.
So, what's the most favorable thing here? What's the most favorable thing here? Not that. The Ace of Wands came flying out, y'all. I mean, came flying out the deck. All right? They got the revelation. Maybe in one of those dreams that they had, now they all of a sudden, they like, you know what, you need to stop thinking. Listen, they got the revelation, y'all. They're like, you got to stop thinking with your and think with your brain. Okay? That part. They're like, you know what? Maybe I do need to pick up the phone. Maybe I do need to call. Maybe I was being a jerk. Maybe I was being, a little bit standoffish. Maybe I did withdraw. Maybe the things I was doing was confusing. Okay. Perhaps I could have been a better person, but they definitely got that mental clarity and they got that wherewithal. Like, okay, maybe I do need to apologize because I don't know whose name is Michelle. Okay. But the name Michelle, I don't know if your nickname is Michelle. I don't know if that's a nickname, if it's a joke, but I just heard the name Michelle. Okay. Anyway, it's like maybe, you know, it feels like it's more of a joke. Like they call you Michelle like a joke or something. But, okay, 2 people on TikTok said that's their name, middle name. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. It's very interesting. But they're like, you know what? Maybe I do need to reach out and maybe I do need to apologize. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. All right. Let me ask you this. All right. Have you noticed any signs? If you are the person who walked away from this, okay, if you are the person who walked away from this connection, have you received any signs from the universe that this person could be potentially coming back towards you? Because typically what happens in these divine soulmate and twin flame connections, like you get these inklings, right? Their names start popping up. Like, let me tell you, I was watching TV and like, you know how the TV time out? And I was watching TV and you know, like the little background that starts playing when your TV type out. Why was this person's name, my twin? Why was his name on the thing? And I was like, now I've been having this TV for 5 years and I have never seen this mother trucker's name on the TV screen in all this time.
Damn.
Okay? Like, never seen it before. All right, now, what is consequential about this? Like, what is... Okay. Lady AJ Barnes says, the VP of my org calls me Michelle Obama because how I do business in our group. I just saw that. That made me laugh. Okay. Now, what's consequential about this? They taking their time. With this 8 of Wands, they are taking their time. Okay. What is problematic about this? They took their time. They've been acting like they don't understand English, acting like they don't understand the assignment. They've been ignoring all their spirit guides, all of the angels. That's why spirit's tearing them up at night. That's why they feel haunted. Take their time. Took their time. You hear me? Took their time. Didn't move in no sense of hurry, no sense of urgency. But that's why the spirit world is tearing them up right now. Tearing that ass up. Okay? This is why they're feeling haunted. Because they got the revelation some time ago that they need to make this situation right. But they were distracted dealing with this other fire sign, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, trying to act like they could just shake it off, act like this was just a fluke. Okay, until that situation came to an end. And now that they ain't got that mess going on, even if they do still got it going on, they don't feel the way that they thought they was feeling. They ain't really, you know, it ain't bussing like it used to be bussing. It ain't hitting like it used to be hitting. Okay? And I mean, that's what you get. You thought you was going to move on without me? Child, please. Okay? Please and thank you. Thank you and please. All right? So they've been getting tore up. Spirit has been kicking their tail. Okay? Now, let me ask you something. For real. Okay? For real. What do you think will happen if y'all keep going down this path? Because the truth be told, let me let you know this. Even though I'm gassing y'all up, right? Let me tell y'all, truth be told, when you're in these divine connections that you're supposed to be with this person, every relationship that you touch that's outside of that person is never going to work. It's never going to work.
Bruh.
So y'all both just wasting time, collecting data and insight, dating other people, only for you to come back and be stuck with this person. It's only a matter of time. So, what is this trying to teach you, you may ask? This is going to require you to have some strength. Okay? This is a major transformation that is happening in your life. And when we talk about tarot cards, there's 3 different types of arcana, major arcana. This is the second batch. Okay? This is changing who you are on the inside. Okay? This is changing who you are on the inside and how you're showing up in the world. Right? This is going to require you to be strong. Okay? And I know we get tired of being strong. Sometimes we're like, I just want to be weak sometimes. But listen, what doesn't kill you, it always makes you stronger. Or as some of my t-shirts say, what doesn't kill you only mutates and tries again. Okay? So what I'm saying is that this is trying to teach you, again, going back to those lessons that we talked about with those twin flames. Like, this is trying to teach you how to love yourself. Know when to walk away. Know when the game is over. Know when that you shouldn't be settling for somebody who's over here playing in your face. Because this person absolutely was playing in your face. They thought it was a game. They thought that they can keep on throwing up in your face that they was anti-committal, throwing up in your face that they was dealing with other people, dismissing and disregarding and disrespecting your heart, your feelings, and your emotions. They thought that they could continue to, just live their lives ignoring you, invalidating you, right? I mean, like, seriously, they thought that they can get away with doing all of these different things, but the reality is that you can't live without me, period. And let me tell you this. Now, here goes a revelation for you. Even if your twin flame transitions out of this physical body, because it is a 5D and above connection, if one twin is still on Earth and the other one is somewhere else, you can still have conversations with them. You are never going to outgrow this connection. I hate to tell you that. Now, I know that's a little bit weird, but when you see this in practicality, I think about people like Nipsey Hussle and Lauren Hunt London. I definitely believe they are twin flames because like I said before in the beginning of this reading, once you've experienced this type of connection, it is very hard for you to want to explore other connections because you've experienced a feeling that you can't get from somewhere else. Okay? That's where it's like the inseparable feeling. Remember the earworm of the day? We were flying like united because thought we'd never be divided because the love we had inside of us was inseparable. Okay? You could say whatever you want to say. You could do whatever you want to do, boo. It ain't going nowhere. It's here. Now, if you just want to keep on playing the game thinking that you can move on without somebody and live your life, cool. Don't stop believing. Okay, don't stop believing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. What has been the lesson that you felt like during this time that you needed to learn? What was the lesson do you feel like Spirit was trying to teach you, regardless of where you've fallen on the spectrum? What was the lesson that you feel like Spirit was trying to teach you? I want you to write that down in the chat. Now, what do you need to do to heal? Oop. 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 We got the Tower card. We got the Tower card. Now, another major arcana, okay? This falls in that third bucket. This changes how you show up in the world. Okay? This changes you. When things fall apart, they fall apart so things can come together. Okay? And what this is what you needed to do to heal. You needed to be able to be strong enough to walk away. So this is what, you see how that made that favorable? The best thing that happened was you deciding that you needed to walk away. Let that mother trucker burn. Okay? It needed to fall apart. You needed to be strong enough to walk away. You needed to let the chips fall where they may. Okay? You needed to go through this. And this was really divine intervention. So even though you were just like, oh, I don't know if I want to just walk away. You needed to walk away. You had to walk away. There was no way that y'all was going to be able to sustain a relationship going down the path that you were going down. It was no way. That person needed to feel your absence. That person needed to know. I don't know what you heard about me or what you thought. But I'm Nia Long, motherfucker. I'm just playing. But y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all remember in that Touch the Sky video when Nia Long was like, I'm Nia Long, motherfucker. Nia Long. Like you needed to flex. You needed this person to see. You needed this person to feel. You needed this person to know. Like, I don't know what you thought this was. You thought you was going to move on without me? Okay, cool.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Okay, I done went and made a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? You leave somebody alone, you start focusing on you. You get your money right. You focus on your goals. You focus on your dreams. You start working out in the gym. Your skin start glowing. Your hair start growing. You don't have indigestion no more. You ain't bloated. You're not gassy no more because you ain't got that stress in your life. You ain't got that stress in your life. You over here just looking good and smelling good. And they over here walking through life like a deer in headlights like, huh? They had to go through it. They had to go through it. You couldn't do that for them. They had to go through it. And regardless of where you fall on this spectrum, what was a feeling or an emotion that you had to process in order for you to be able to heal? I want you to write that down in the chat. What was the feeling or the emotion that you had to process in order for you to heal in this connection? I want you to write that down in the chat. Now, what you need to do. Listen. Baby, the Lovers card came out. The Lovers card came out. Child. Didn't I tell y'all this was a divinely orchestrated connection? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all this was a divinely orchestrated connection? Look at that angel sitting over there. You see them clouds behind here? You see how that almost represents this card here? The sacred reverence. Y'all see that? Yep. The Lovers is in the first batch of major arcana, which changes how you think, changes how you feel, changes how you show up in the world, right? It changes you, okay? And your heart needed to be purified. Your heart needed to be changed, because even if this person did come to the table with all their stuff together, you wouldn't have been able to receive them either because you was resentful. You were angry. You were embarrassed. All of those negative emotions that are underneath there was starting to pull up to the top. So you needed to go through what you needed to go through in order for you to be ready to even receive this person. So you had a transformation too. So did they, right? Spirit needed to change their heart and how they were going about doing things, right? The Lovers also represents duality, balance. Two things can be true at the same time. You understand? So this was about changing the quality of their heart. Your heart was hardened and their heart was closed. Two closed hearts. How y'all gonna grow? How y'all gonna evolve? How y'all gonna become anything like that? Both of y'all had to go through a cleansing. Now, what's also interesting is on this card here, it talks about making amends, which goes back to the cleansing of the heart. Okay? We already talked about balance. All right? This is where this twin flame thing come in at, right? The duality, the balance. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess in reverse. It was a lot of things here going on simultaneously, things you did not know about, right? Things that were hidden. But things that were hidden are also being revealed to you, okay? And they're being revealed to them. The question is, like, how do you go on like this, right? How do you go on like this? How do you make amends? How do you fix this? And really, it's not for you to fix. So if you're aligning with person A and all of this, this ain't for you to fix. You didn't do anything wrong. You did what you were supposed to do. You walked away when you were supposed to. Because in your heart of your hearts, you were sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you wasn't getting the answers that you was looking for. And you had to come to the point of realization to know that you've done nothing wrong. It ain't you, it's them.
All a bunch of bullshit.
Okay? That's what it was. Now, this may have left you feeling very devastated. You may have gone through periods of depression. You may have gone through your hermit season is the best way I could put it. And rightfully so. But let me be the first one to tell you, in case nobody else told you, it was nothing you could have said or done any differently that was going to change the outcome. This thing happened the way that it needed to happen. Okay? This thing fell apart the exact way it needed to fall apart. They needed to go and live their life without you. You needed to go live your life without them. In order for you to really receive and acknowledge and be prepared to actually, connect with this person in the way that you need to connect with them. Now, we got the Knight of Coins, okay, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This person is definitely doing a lot of self-reflection, okay, because they have a lot that they got to apologize to you for. They absolutely, positively, undeniably, unequivocally have a lot to apologize to you for.
Damn!
And when they start talking, they're going to tell you everything because they have a list. We're talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? They are very analytical in their minds. They're in their thoughts. They're not slow. They're not dumb. They know exactly what they did, when they did it, how they did it. They probably could tell you what time of day it was and on which day it was. That's who they are. They know. They ain't slow. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what they did. But what I want to tell you, person A, is if and when they do come forward to you, and they will, so it ain't if, it's when when they come forward to you, your responsibility is just to listen.
You ain't lying.
Okay? You're going to have to listen. All right? You're going to have to listen. But again, they're taking their time and coming forward. So I don't see this as being something they're going to do right away, like today. I don't see that happening today. I see them still taking their time, okay? Because they're confused about all of their feelings and their emotions, all right? Now, they really have to come to the point of understanding with this Four of Wands in reverse that they're not happy. They're not happy, okay? And this is where they're going to have to go down and make this list. So this is where they have to do those quantitative assessments over their life, and realize for themselves, like, okay, why is it that I feel like I'm not happy? Okay, this person may be in therapy, maybe going to get counseling, maybe doing some self-help books, maybe listening to self-help podcasts. But this person is like really trying to remediate and get down to the thick of why they are not happy. Okay, because again, they're confused that you're tied to their happiness. They would be confusing for anybody. Okay, but as they sit back and reflect, they're like, okay, let me go back. You know, it's almost like when you lose your keys. You're like, where did I put my keys? So you start backtracking to find your keys. They're like, where did I lose my happiness? This is why it's taking so long for them. Okay? This is why it's taking so long for them to be able to come forward. Okay? Oh boy. All right. So, we got 2 cards that fell out. I'm going to read these cards, but I'm going to pull another one, okay? They were conflicted on the inside. I told y'all, I keep telling y'all, this person was confused. This person was confused. And they're confused because their whole entire world is off balance with that Temperance in reverse. All right? They are confused. It's not making sense. It's not adding up. Information overload. How did I get here? Like, what is happening? They feel their hearts are calling them towards you, but it's not making sense.
Hold up.
It just doesn't make any sense to them. Because they're confused about why are they feeling this way now when they didn't feel this way all this time about you. You understand? It's like, how did I get here? It doesn't make sense because when I was with this person and I was kicking it with this person, I didn't feel this way. Now all of a sudden I feel this way. Like, what? It don't make a lick of sense. Okay? Like I said, they back and track. They tracking back, I meant. All right? Now, we got the Two of Cups. They started looking in Two of Cups in reverse. Let me clarify that. So they started actually sitting up here, going back. Remember that third party fire sign I told you about that they thought was bussing? It ain't bussing. It ain't hitting no more. Remember I told you it was only a matter of time?
Survey said.
Well, now they realize that wasn't it. Okay? Now they realize that wasn't it. And now that they're starting to feel their heart pull towards you, they're yearning for you. They're dreaming about you. They feel haunted. They're replaying everything. See, Spirit got a way of working on people. Spirit got a way of working on people. For example, I got to call somebody today and make an apology because I made a judgment yesterday, but I was coming from a sincere space. But then later on in the day, Spirit replayed. It was like, oh, well, remember when you did that? And I said, oop. I owe that person an apology. But then when I thought about it, I was like, it's not really the same, but you know, I got you. I'm going to apologize, right? So you see how that works? When Spirit got something that he's trying to show you and what he's trying to tell you and trying to pull your attention to, He started replaying all that stuff. And people get real confused until you start walking back through those situations and you start seeing for yourself what you did and didn't do and how you could have did that better.
What?
They confused. Okay, I'm telling you, they confused. Now here they come. Dang. Here they come. Here they come trying to pour out their heart and their feelings and their emotions. This is why they got to come calling you. We talked about this. This is where these unknown numbers and these unknown calls are coming from. Because now they got to come to you and tell you there's so many things that they want to tell you. This is where they're going to start opening up their heart, trying to come forward, trying to tell you. But here they go with the Chariot in reverse. Okay? They don't know how. And they don't know how to really put their pride to the side to really come forward. They don't know how. You know, sometimes when people do people dirty, they be over here just like, you know, how do I go back and apologize? How do I make things right? And Spirit is saying, there is no right way to apologize. There is no right way. You got to fix this. And I feel like this person is so much so in their head right now that that's all they keep noodling on. It's like, how do I fix this? You do it by picking up the phone. You do it by calling. Now, I ain't going to sit up here and say that this person going to answer the phone. Okay? But you do this by you picking up the phone and dial that number. And I feel like every time they hit the button, they just can't dial the number. This is where they're getting stuck. That's why I keep telling you this is not coming fast. So for those of you who are all like, ooh, finally I'm going to get my lick back. It's not going to be a quick conversation at all. They're struggling with finding the right words. For this to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they are struggling to find the right words. Because it's only so many ways that you can apologize for all the lies. And now that this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio has had time to sit back and to reflect, they are over here just like, they realize it was lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies.
But let me just pull you in a different direction real quick. Let me ask a question. Was it really a lie that they were telling you? Or were they really sincere about what they wanted, their dreams and their aspirations, and they just weren't ready to receive it themselves? I want you to write that down in the chat. Was it really a lie? Was it really a lie? Was it really a false tale? Was it really any of that? Or was it that they were capable of wanting more? They just wasn't ready. And I know a lot of y'all probably like,
what the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
But I'm just asking a question. Was it a fantasy? All right, y'all. So as we get ready to close this out, I need y'all to get y'all paper, your pens, your notebooks. Drop those emojis down in the chat because it's time to figure out how this story is going to end, child. Okay? I need you to find those paper, pens, and notebooks and put them down in the chat. All right? Because I'm like, child, it's time for us to get down into it. Like, what, how this going to end? Here we go. Now, as we shift to potential final outcomes, I say potential because nobody can predict free will. All right. Only God knows what this person is capable of doing, okay? Or, and I won't even say capable, because we're talking about what they're capable of doing. But what I'm saying is only God knows what they're actually going to do. And I know some of y'all gonna listen to this and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. That was cute, Mimi. And some of y'all gonna try to intervene, but, ooh, let me pick up the phone and call him, let him know I ain't mad. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. You know, allow them to come forward. Allow them to own it, because they're the ones who threw this for a loop anyway. Okay? So I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to receive what's possible. Because at the end of the day, when you start trying to intercept and intervene, that's your will superseding their will. And that ain't beneficial either. You need them to come towards you, because they need to experience this loss for themselves. Now, what is the potential final outcome? All right, first card out, the Two of Cups. Okay, there's going to be a conversation, as we discussed. Once they finally get out the clouds, they're going to come forward and they're going to offer a conversation, and there's going to be some type of mutual agreement that this is something that you guys both want to work on. With this seashell here, they're going to give you a communication that's going to require you having to listen to what they got to say, and you're going to offer them your heart back in return. Okay, so there's going to be an exchange, but there will be some type of agreement that this is what you guys want to do. Okay, this is an agreement that this is what you guys want to do. All right. But this third party that's here with this Three of Cups in reverse, this fire sign is still somewhere looming in the background. All right. So part of that conversation, when you do have this conversation, is you're going to have a conversation about anybody else that they're dating, because we already pulled the card out. We know that there's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here in the background. All right. So when you have this conversation with them, you're going to have to be very specific. Are you dating anyone else at this time? Should there be anyone that I should be aware of that is upset with the fact that you may be here with me right now? Does anyone else think that you have feelings for them at this point in time? All right, you got to ask very specific, targeted questions. And I'm telling you, if you don't ask these questions, you're going to hurt yourself in the long run, because you're going to be very disappointed to find out there's a third party still here playing in the background.
The lie detector test determined
That was a lie.
Okay, so if they coming at you thinking, making you feel like they single, baby, they really are not truly single. They still playing games with this other person, and this is part of their karma that they got to learn from, right? But I also see, just because you guys agree that you're going to work on it doesn't mean that y'all going to jump right into a relationship either. So don't hear that either, because that's not what I'm saying. You guys will have to rebuild this conversation from net zero, from ground zero. You're going to have to get to know each other like you've never knew them before, because there was so much damage done here that you got to rebuild. And that's going to take time. So during that period of transition, they could still be dealing with this other person, because I don't recommend that y'all jump into the bed with one another right away. And I feel like that's really where this fire sign is going to come in, because this is going to be how they take care of their needs in the meantime, which is still very selfish, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be serious about whomever, you need to be able to wait for whomever. And I know that different people have different needs, but that creates that environment of distrust, and that's what we're trying to overcome, right? So if you are the person who needs to come forward, you need to cut off all your third party folks so that you don't perpetuate this environment of distrust. Okay, you need to rebuild, not destroy. All right, so let me just say that to you right now. You need to rebuild, not destroy.
Stop it. What?
Now that you guys are in this space, both of y'all are going to be doing everything that you can do to try to make this happen. Both of you are going to be very intentional about this transformation, about this change. Both of y'all are going to be trying to produce stability, protect this relationship. You're not even going to tell a whole lot of people right away that y'all have rekindled the relationship. And as you should, keep it to yourself. But there's going to be a lot of growth with this relationship, a lot of peace, a lot of security, all of this. All of this. Okay? All of this. You're going to be very protective over this relationship, as you should, because it's sacred. You got to respect your relationship. And see, just because you forgave him, don't mean your girlfriends done forgave him. Because see, we still remember all the shenanigans, okay? Now, we got the Ten of Wands here, okay? I definitely feel like with this Ten of Wands, this is where you guys are both coming to the conclusion that you're obligated to one another. You're committed to this relationship. And for some of you, this may be burdensome from the regard of you have to be responsible over your feelings. You have to be responsible for the other person, right? You have to be responsible for how you're treating them, okay? So for somebody who's emotionally immature, this may feel like a burden, but that goes back to what I said earlier about this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius needing to go get therapy, looking to find out through self-help and podcasts and all those other things. They're using all these other mechanisms and tools to try to figure out how to show up in the fullness and the capacity. And it would behoove both of you, honestly, to go ahead and go seek therapy and counseling so that you can successfully pass this phase of your relationship.
Round 2.
Because it's a lot going on here that you don't know about. Okay, with this moon card here, there's a lot going on here that you don't know anything about. A lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot. And I said it before, it's a lot. I told you it was going on here. I told you here it was here. It's a lot going on. Things you don't know about. Mysteries being revealed to you. That's probably why they're having dreams, and I wouldn't be surprised if you start having dreams too. But it's a lot of secrets going to start coming out of this. A lot of secrets going to start coming out. So it's going to be a lot of healings that needs to happen, a lot of cleansing, a lot of releasing of and making amends. It's a lot of that going to come out of this connection. So you got to be patient with the other person just as much as you got to be patient with yourself, because I don't even think that you recognize all the negative feelings and emotions that's pent up inside of you if you are coming in as person A. Angels, what messages do you have for this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, dating or dealing with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning into your life. Didn't I just tell y'all this? Didn't I just tell y'all this? Y'all thought I was over here lying. Y'all was over here throwing tomatoes at me because you didn't believe me. You thought I was over here giving fake prophecies. It's reconciliations. Okay? Someone from your past is coming back. I told you, this person is coming back. You thought you'd have moved on. Here they come. Here they come, baby. And you over here like, oh, baby, the vodka ain't strong enough. I need another drink because this is not what I was expecting to hear on this morning.
I need everybody's alcohol. She needs some more vodka. Yeah, can somebody give me some more vodka, please?
Romeo and Juliet. What messages do you have for this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, dealing with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? How y'all feeling out there? Now that you know this person is coming back, does this give you the outcome that you were hoping for? Does this provide any clarity? Like, let me know down in the chat. How y'all feeling out there? Dreams. Listen, I told y'all this man is haunted. Dreams, prophecies, hints, guidance, oracles, reveal, symbolize. This person is being haunted by you. I told you this person is being haunted. Spirit is not playing games with them. They know that they need to be doing what they need to be doing to fix this situation. And instead, they over here just trying to act like ain't nothing happening. But it's a whole lot happening. And judgment is coming. It was a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief here. But as I explained in the beginning of this reading, that's what happens in these types of connections. What is the naked truth about this relationship, Spirit? It was easier to lie to you than tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. It was easier to lie to you than it was to tell the truth. So remember, I just asked the question maybe like about 10 minutes ago about was this a lie? Did they really lie to you, or you just didn't want to believe what they were saying? Remember, whatever the question was that I asked, was it really a lie? Well, now we got the answers. It was a bunch of lies going on. It was a bunch of deceit. It had a lot to do with these third-party people. So were they lying to you? Yeah, probably. But now they got to eat their words.
Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble.
They got to eat their words. Spirit, what thoughts does this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio have towards this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What thoughts does this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio have towards this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? I know we have crossed the line. Okay? I told y'all it has been a lot of damage done in this relationship. They know that they have crossed the line. It's been a lot of things said, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of things. Remember I said you got to rebuild from ground zero. Rebuild it from ground zero. What thoughts does this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius have towards this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? They thought it was time for y'all to say goodbye. Huh. They thought wrong. They thought wrong. Child, when I tell you. They thought wrong. All right. What are some confessions that this soulmate connection needs to make? Share with us some confessions that this soulmate connection needs to make. Afraid. I am afraid to let you down. Oh, wait. Let me change my voice. I'm afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I am avoiding you. I have to overcome this and myself as you see me coming forward before you could see me coming forward ready. I told you. It's not going to be a quick conversation. They're trying to figure out how to come forward because they are afraid. They're afraid. They'd rather go hide than to come forward. There are so many feelings that I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. Child, if they comfortable with being tortured, then let them be tortured.
Shut up! That is so stupid!
Let them cook. It is so easy for you to come forward and just to apologize. But instead, they just want to soak and loathe and deal with all this other stuff, and it's just craziness. So if they want to cook, let them cook. What you gonna do? Hell is hot. Hell is hot. All right, now, what is the truth? Y'all need to water my hand. Ain't no reason the tip jar ain't buzzing this morning. You need to water my hand and grease my palm. Your love is the compass that points me in the direction of happiness. Didn't I tell y'all this mother trucker was going back and trying to find out where did he lose his happiness? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all? They trying to track it back. They trying to figure out, what did they lose their happiness? What did they lose their mojo? Remember I told you right here, that was when I told you. Okay? That was when I told you right here. They were trying to backtrack and figure it out. And now they know for certain that it is your love that is the compass to their happiness. See, you over here listening to Moneybag Yo gas you up. Talking about, I don't backtrack, man, that. I don't trust nobody. Yeah, you listening to that fool. That's why you over here being miserable. He got his girl. You ain't got yours. Ha! All right? Spirit, what are some messages, some telepathic messages that may be coming through from person A to person B? Y'all better water my hand and sprinkle me. I told y'all, this is twin flame. Twin flames themselves can contain an aspect of each other's personality. I told you, this is a twin flame situation. I've been telling y'all this for the last 2 hours. Do y'all believe me now? Breaking news. Breaking news. This is a twin flame, baby. This ain't going nowhere. So you can keep avoiding it. You can keep on ignoring it. You can keep doing whatever you want to do. But until you come forward and fix this situation and make it right, ain't nothing good gonna prosper for you. I'm just gonna be honest. Every time you get with somebody new trying to avoid this connection,
useless sometimes.
It ain't gonna work. It is not gonna work. I told y'all, time is up. Spirit is gonna keep on keeping on until you decide that you gonna put your big boy pants on and come forward. It's time for you to stop playing these games.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
Okay, no one cares. Now, real quick, what shadow work should this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio be working on in the meantime until this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius comes back? Judgment. Judge less and understand more. Remember, I told y'all it was about balance. This is about you being critical. This is about evaluation. And this is about condemnation. So when this person comes forward, you got to be open-minded and just listen to what they got to say and don't judge them. Okay? Don't judge them. Now, what shadow work should this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius be working on in the meantime before they approach this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Betrayal. Healing begins with the acceptance and forgiveness. Okay. You need to overcome deception, treachery, and backstabbing. Yeah, you got to acknowledge the fact that you was wrong. Period. That's everything that we've been talking about. Period. That's everything that we've been talking about this whole doggone time for 2 hours. Period. Okay. Period. Until you do right by me, ain't nothing good gonna come to you. I know that's right. I know that's right. Now, Spirit, can you give us some estimated time frames for when we can expect for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to reach out to this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio to make the situation right? Can you give us some estimated time frames for when we can expect for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to come forward? I told y'all it ain't gonna be quick. Y'all got a couple of years. I told y'all this ain't gonna be quick. I told y'all this ain't gonna be quick. I done told y'all. Now I know that ain't what nobody want to hear, but I told you. It is not gonna take, it's gonna take them a long time. They're gonna drag their feet. I told you this wasn't gonna be nothing fast. This ain't gonna be nothing quick. I know that ain't what you want to hear, but go ahead and live your life and work on you, because this person gonna be taking a sweet, precious time. All right, they taking their time. Do you, boo? Because they taking their time dragging their feet. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Pisces Tarot experience. Make sure that if you enjoyed this reading, that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and become a part of my growing community. You can always find me on YouTube at Mimi Lightseer and keep an eye out for more engaging content coming your way. Remember, this reading is here for you whenever you need a little bit of guidance, so feel free to save it and replay it at any point in time. I love to hear from you, so drop a comment in the section below and let me know, how did this message resonate with you? And if you enjoyed today's reading, go ahead and show me some love. Give me a thumbs up, all right? If you want to do a personal reading, just keep in mind that I only do so by booking through my website at PiSeasTarot.com. So don't hesitate to reach out. I will never reach out to you to do a reading, so be keeping that in mind. You know, if somebody reaching out, they're a scam, fake, phony, and a fraud. Huge thank you to everybody who joined the conversation today, and a warm thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to all of the people who have gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure. Remember, everyone is facing a battle that you cannot see, so be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are with yourself. How people treat you isn't your business, but how you respond is. Leave a little bit of love everywhere you go today, and remember, I will see you next time. Bye.